It is the day after the Chinese New Year festivities, and Reina is currently getting both her washing machine and dryer repaired because they broke down at the same time. But look at her being so worried. Alright, we are done with the repairs. It is completely fine now, so let's send our repairman away. And it's time to now deal with the aftermath of the laundry and cleaning up and all that, so let's get down to it. Reina's just going to give the floor a good mop, and it is Saturday evening at the moment. Reina hasn't really had much plans. The Chinese New Year festivities are over, so it's time for her to return to her studies. So after she's done with mopping the floor, we will be re-enrolling back into university and prepping for the next 2 modules that will be taken. So let's just do 2 more classes. That will be CSI 3 into the forest pathology and the sunlight cycle, and obviously we'll be commuting to school from home, paying with household funds. Reina did cook up some veggie yakisoba, but she's not hungry, so we'll put that in the fridge. And she is currently a little low on socials, so I was thinking of getting her to go over to her neighbors just to go visit. Alright, let's knock on the door and ask to go in just to hang out for a little. I wonder who's home. Let's see. I see Xueting here, and Guo Song is currently working on his room. So the girls have sat down at the living room sofa and they're not catching each other up on how Chinese New Year went for both of them. Reina is probably sharing about how she met some of her cousins and she had a really good time. I guess Xueting on the other hand is talking about how it was very irritating to have to answer all of her relatives' intrusive questions about when she's going to graduate, what she's studying, does she have a boyfriend. As much as Xueting likes hanging around family members, she really dislikes being asked questions that she has no answer for. And I feel like Reina can definitely relate to that. Not that she got asked many of those questions, because when she went over to her grandma's place, everything was so chaotic and she only had a little bit of time with each of her relatives, so thankfully she didn't have to go through that too much this year. But definitely she herself has had to experience such questions and questioning in previous Chinese New Year gatherings as well. I see that Guo Song is just done with his workout as well, so Reina has gone over to talk to Guo Song. It's really late, so I don't think Reina wants to stay for too long. As long as she gets some of her social needs up and caught up with the sibling pair for a little bit, she's happy enough. And I think she feels like she hasn't really talked to them in a bit because Reina has been pointedly trying to avoid Xueting a little bit because she's so overwhelming. Let's see how the sentiments are going. Reina's festering grudge sentiment with Xueting is dying, so that's pretty good. Xueting still feels like Reina understands her, but I feel like we could make Xueting feel a lot more welcome now that we no longer feel as uncomfortable with Xueting around. But for now though, it is already like 10 p.m. Reina is getting a little bit hungry and it's late, so I think Reina's going to go home now. So Reina's back now and she's going to grab a serving of that yakisoba that she cooked in the afternoon. As she is winding down for the night, she is reflecting a little on how she performed the last semester, because she does have really solid goals of wanting to become a doctor, and the fact was that she didn't get the best grades going through her first semester. She did really well for one subject but really badly for the other subject, so she is thinking that she should approach the next semester with a little bit more caution and not like go out every single night. So that's the intention that she's going to set for herself starting this new semester. The semester will officially start on Monday, but she already has access to her homework, so she's going to start doing that tomorrow in the morning. So we'll see how that goes. But for now though, Reina is going to go to bed now, and we'll see her in the morning. Good morning everybody. It is a bright and sunny morning, and Reina's first order of business this morning is to go and get her plants all dealt with and settled, and then she is going to go get her teeth brushed, get ready for the day, make sure that everything is... Oh, and she needs to clean her sink today apparently, but before that... Oh, and her sink is broken too, oh my goodness. But before that happens, we're going to go and brew some coffee, and she's feeling really irritated because, oh my goodness, her beautiful morning has been broken, has been absolutely destroyed. But anyway, she's getting herself a cup of coffee first. I wonder if she's alright. Is she feeling okay? It might be all the Chinese New Year feasting. She's feeling a little bit under the weather, I think. Oh, look who just arrived knocking at our door. That's actually quite good timing, isn't it? I wonder if Guosong knows anything about fixing sinks, because we might be able to ask Guosong for help so we can get the sink fixed faster than if we were to call the repairman. So I think Rui Na is currently asking Guosong if he will be able to help her fix this sink. And I think Guosong's like, okay, you know what, I can actually do that for you, no problems, I can try. And they're like, okay, yay! And apparently it turns out that Guosong is actually really good at fixing sinks and doing handiness stuff around the house, because he's grown up having to do it for his family anyway, so this is no big deal for him. So I think Rui Na is really happy that she now has a friend that can help her with handiness things without having to wait for a repairman every single time. While Guosong is working hard at fixing our sink, Rui Na is going to go bake some cookies as thanks for the help. And I think we're going to bake some minty mocha cupcakes. Let's get Rui Na started on that. Rui Na was dizzy, but I don't think she's feeling bad at all. Like, she doesn't feel sick or anything at this point. So we'll just keep an eye out on how Rui Na is feeling. Oh, actually, you know what? I thought she was feeling okay, but she has some sort of like chickenpox thingy going on. She's feeling absolutely stuffed up, and that is not good. Oh, Xueting is calling Wai. Hey Rui Na, I think Dustin Brook is pretty cute. Should I ask him out? The very fact is Rui Na doesn't really know who Dustin Brook is, so I think we'll just ask Xueting to decide for herself. I wonder what Xueting will say about that, but we did ask her to go find out for herself. But for now, we're going to get Rui Na to buy some medicine. We'll just buy 2, just in case. And Rui Na is going to take the medicine since she is sick. It's definitely the Chinese New Year feasting that makes us sick, you know, like eating too much good food. Oh, Guosong is done with fixing the sink. We will definitely be saying thank you with yummy cupcakes that just got served. So we're going to just get Guosong to grab a cupcake to eat while Rui Na takes her medicine, and now she's feeling a lot better, which is great. And Rui Na is also feeling kind of hungry, so let's get Rui Na to grab a cupcake too. So we're going to also talk to Guosong a little bit more, just spend a little bit of time with Guosong. We're going to ask Guosong if he likes the cupcake that we made, and we're also going to talk about fitness, because both of them likes fitness quite a lot. And Xueting was here. Xueting just said, I guess you don't want to be disturbed. Yes, we don't want to be disturbed, but I feel bad because Guosong is in our house right now, so we don't want Xueting to get the wrong idea. Oh no, we didn't know that Xueting was outside the door. I really should go get that mod, huh, to notify us of people knocking on our door, because we don't know. Anyways, we're gonna go get Guosong to go home now, because we do have to get started on homework a little bit. We do plan on going over to our parents' place in the evening, because we do have that routine of going to our parents' place for dinner. We're going to have to do our homework a little bit first, but before that though, I really do want to get Rui Na to do some brain boosting, maybe brain boosting yoga. I mean, she does want to do yoga every day anyway, so we definitely shouldn't get too carried away with missing out on our routine. That's going to help ground her and keep her steady through life. Hopefully after a good yoga session, she will be able to do her homework faster as well, so hopefully it will be fine. I feel like she is feeling a little bit stiff right now. It looks as if she's feeling a little stiff because she hasn't been doing yoga. We're just going to have her do this yoga real quick, and then we'll get back to you when she's doing her homework, shall we? Okay, we are now at a bar right next to the old station that's really close to our house. There was a new establishment that just opened recently, and Rui Na thought it would be a nice place to go and do her homework for a change. She ordered a cinnamon mocha to go along with her entire experience here. I think she's having a really good time. I think she was thinking that it would be a good idea to have a change of pace and not always just get holed up in her own apartment, and I think she's just having a really good time just studying here. I don't think we're gonna do much here yet, but I just really wanted to at least let you guys know that there is a new bar and eatery and pizza place that just opened up. And honestly, I feel like this might be the first ever time that Reina is out and about on her own, which is kind of surprising actually, so I'm really happy that she has found time for this. But the sun is setting really quickly, so as soon as Reina is done with this piece of homework, she's just going to do one of two of the homework. So once she's done with that, we will be making our way over to San Mai Shuno to have dinner with the rest of her family. I think Reina is feeling a little flirty, a little inspired after hanging out at a really nice place, and she came in and she's like, okay, I want to play the piano for a little bit while my dad is getting dinner ready for us. Today he thought he would treat the family to some steak alfredo, so that's what he's making right now. I think he's looking really happy that his family is getting together again this Sunday, and because it is Chinese New Year season, he's been able to see his children a lot more often than usual. Look at how there's like a spring in his step. It's so cute. Look at that. That looks so good. Look at that. I want that myself. I guess everybody is sitting at the counter today. Reina, you should eat more. Everyone's done with their meal except for you. I'm gonna get Renwu to also talk to his kids a little bit, propose some crazy scheme. Maybe he has like a new idea that he wants to share with his kids. It is already 12 a.m. at night, so I think for at least for tonight, we're going to not stay around for too long. We did have the meal, so I'm going to just leave it like this and call it a night actually. So let's get Renwu to clean up the entire place. Wei Xiang is going to go off first, and then we're also going to get Reina to go home now. But before that, maybe we'll say goodbye to our dad. We're going to do that by hugging lovingly and say, goodbye dad, thank you so much for dinner, it was very yummy, and we're going to go home now. I just realized I talked about voting for neighborhood action plans, but I'm not sure if we actually voted for anything yet, but I guess we could definitely contribute to modern development in Conifer Station. Hopefully that is a good idea. I think modern development is going to happen in Conifer Station, so I'm looking forward to that a little bit. So we have like a dead... Hold on, we have flies around this flower. I think it's dead. Well, that's realistic. I've never done this before. But apparently your flower arrangements die. Anyways, we're going to go to sleep now because it's really late at night. We do have classes tomorrow, but it's thankfully at 1:30 p.m. and then we do have classes every single day. Tuesdays and Thursdays are morning classes, and then Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays are afternoon classes, so that's nice. And we need to do one presentation and take one final exam. I think we'll do alright. Let's get the presentation board out again. We'll just place it here again as usual. And yep, let's get Reina to just brush her teeth and go to sleep. And I'll see you in a couple of hours. It's Monday morning and Reina has just gotten done with her yoga routine. She decided to listen to her new age music through her earbuds today, and she's still listening to the music to keep herself centered while making herself some lovely lemon pancakes. And it really looks like she's having such a good time having her lemon pancakes. It looks so good too. It is about like 9:30 to 10 a.m. in the morning. She actually still managed to wake up pretty early despite getting home really late last night. I think she's thinking of going to the school commons for a little bit just to get some work done. She really liked how she went outside to get her work done yesterday, and I think she wants to continue that today. So before we do that, let's get Reina dressed up and ready to go. She's just going to go to school, so she's not going to be dressed up at all. And looking at today's weather, it's going to be pretty hot, so I'm gonna get Reina to dress up in this outfit for now. I'm not sure if she needs to change into hot weather wear, but for now we'll just get her to go in a little tank top and jeans combo. And with this, let us head over to the university. We've just now arrived at the Foxbury Commons, and Reina is currently in the study room working on her homework. I think ever since hanging out here with Xueting in the last semester, she had wanted to spend some more time in this very nice Foxbury Commons because it feels so good to be here. Everything is so well designed and it feels good and looks good, and I think after she got a taste of how it feels like to be working on her homework in places that's not her own apartment, she has acquired a really good taste for it now. So I think from now onwards she's going to try her best to not work cooped up in her apartments. But we do have to go to class now. It is time for Reina to make her way over to class. Since she's on campus today, she can't just leave the house and get to school on time, which makes zero sense physically, but I think she's going to be late for class. Oh my goodness. She's still like kind of slowly walking. Reina is about like half an hour late, but she's like running to class now. Let's just pretend that it's her first day to this new class and she had trouble trying to find the right classroom. Therefore, she is late. You know what? I actually feel like we should just get her a bike. So once she's out of school, I'm just going to get her to buy a bike and use that to commute around the school. She could go dumpster diving for one, but I feel like Reina is not the kind of girl to go dumpster diving. I don't think it is a activity that she really can conceive in her mind to be doing. So she's making her way over to the university kiosk now. I think we should like do something with this statue since we're in school. But for now, let's go and get that bicycle and whatever else we might actually need. We could get a course book, but I feel like it's often not necessary, so I think we'll just get a bicycle. I can't really tell what color it is. This is obviously red, but this could be black or this could be green. This one might be white, so I think I'm gonna go for the white one. I think it fits Reina. I could buy this university course book, but I don't know if it's necessary. It's usually not necessary, and she doesn't even really have the time to use a course book, so I think I'm just going to pass on that. I don't think there's anything else on this catalog that I really want Reina to buy. Okay, we're just going to get the bike. Oh, it's white color. Oh, nice. Okay, and what should we do? She needs to go to the bathroom. Let's get her to put the bike in the inventory. Before she goes to the bathroom though, I do want her to come here and make an offering for academic success. Since we have some holly, should we just use a holly? Yeah, let's just use a holly. Hopefully she feels inspired enough to, I don't know, get better grades somehow. Oh, she gets a buff from making an offering, so she feels lucky and she is laser focused. Okay, fine, we're going to go get some schoolwork done then, but first you'll have to go to the loo. I think she's gonna have to make her way back to the commons. The commons is awfully far away, but I'm going to get her to use the bathroom. Let's see how fast it takes her to get to the... Are you not going to ride the bike? Reina, do you wanna... Will you ride the bike when you're up here? I feel like she's gonna run. Hold on. Maybe it's because there's so much stairs that she doesn't bother with it. But we'll get her to go to the bathroom now. It didn't take too long. I think she... Wait, what happened? Why does she have... Did she get buffed or something because she has full needs? That sort of works out for us as well. So I think I'm just going to get her to do homework for tomorrow's class with the current buff that we have. Hopefully she will be able to do some good work. And then she's chosen to do her homework in the cafeteria, and honestly the progress bar is going by really fast. I am actually really thrilled. This was a good idea. Making the offering to the school statue was a really good idea, and she's doing her homework so fast. Hopefully if she gets to finish her schoolwork fast enough, we'll probably hang around in the school complex for a little bit, well, the school commons, and see if we can meet any new friends. Let's see if anyone wants to be our friend. I do see a nice Chinese guy. His name is Yan Kaifeng. Let's go and give him a cheerful introduction. Make a new friend that is not related to our past and not our neighbor. I was just thinking that Reina hasn't really had the opportunity to make her own friends in university yet. I mean, Xueting is a friend, but it's a little bit different if your friend is your neighbor. I think both of them likes each other quite a little bit. The first impressions were positive. Okay, Reina thinks that Kaifeng is strong-minded, very confident, empowered, and be it real or just a facade that's cute. And Kaifeng thinks that Reina is fun to be around. I am so glad that people are thinking that Reina is fun to be around though. I'm just gonna focus on this because I'm not really keen on talking to super duper randomized Sims. You know what, actually? I'm just gonna do some editing magic and I'll BRB because I kind of want to have a Japanese friend, and this young lady over here has a Japanese name and I would like to transform her right away so we can make a new friend. But before anything happens, let's also give a friendly introduction to Rin, Endo, and Thai Crush. What does that even mean? I want to give her a makeover, but before that... Oh, anti-crush. Is dislike at first sight a thing? Because Reina doesn't really like Rin's overall vibe, but Rin thinks that we're fun to be around. Okay, if that's the case, then I'm still going to give her a makeover. I think it might be fun to have someone that we kind of don't like in school as well. So let's go for a editing magic 3, 2, 1. We now have a Rin endo that looks a little bit less like a randomized sim. I did keep her hair curly and stuff. I imagine she's like mixed, just like Japanese father, maybe Latina mother. Apparently she's socially awkward too, like that's one of her traits, which also explains why Reina isn't really like getting along with her. I think Reina doesn't really understand how to get along with socially awkward people. She I think just called, and in the end Dustin, Brooke and I were not made for each other. Sorry to hear it. Anyways, Rin has left and we're just talking to Kaifeng across the computers now. The friendship is going up pretty okayly. I think we're going to just leave it after a while. Don't you think it's kind of cute? In a very like earnest way. He has a very goofy smile. It is bill day! Okay, when we get home we have to remember to pay our bills, so I think it's almost time for us to go home too. It's like 8:43 p.m. in the evening. We just got back from school and I realized that the modern development plan has already started taking place and Reina's apartment has already gotten their facelift. It's looking so much better now, but I'm not sure if there will be things we'll have to fix now that everything is kind of changed. We have lost some of the decorations on the outside, but that's alright. I'll have to do some rearrangements a little. Oh, we have to clean the coffee machine as well, but other than that, I think we have to move this. Should I start moving things now? You know what, since we're here we might as well, huh? I will move this controller over to... what is a good place for it? It used to be here, right? If we put it here, is it still too... is it too low if I put it there? Maybe it's better if I placed it... I want it to be like... I want it to be accessible. Okay, let's place it here by the bathroom door. There is no window here anymore. Oh, there's a small one over there. Okay, I can deal with that. If we remove this, it's kind of lonely and empty. We only have one window. I do quite like to use the tool mod to add more windows to buildings if I see a need for it. It feels a little weird to have it be here though. Okay, hold on. Let me move it over to this area. I think we're good now. Everything else seems to be doing pretty alright, I think. There's no window here too now. Okay, oh, there's a small little window here. Oh, that's a little annoying. I kind of want to put another one here now then. Let's go for another window here. Alright, I think this looks good. Well, it was a surprise to have the modern development plan move so quickly. I was not expecting this at all, but I guess it's a good thing. Reina has actually already gone home and paid her bills. She has gotten the deposit from her parents as well, so she used that to pay her bills and now she has a little bit more money. And because of the little buff that we got while at school, she's currently super energetic and she has a lot of time and energy to do some extra things. So she decided to do some flower arranging because she hasn't done so in a while, and since we've already thrown the old one away, she thought it would be nice to have another flower arrangement to freshen up her apartment. So that's what we're doing right now. And after this, despite the fact that she might not be tired, we're going to get her to go to bed because we have to make sure that she will have enough energy for class tomorrow. I'm not sure why she was kind of irritated because she just looks happy here, but she was complaining for a little bit, which is kind of weird. Place this on the table. I think it looks good. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Gorgeous. I think I'm gonna get her to start on the term presentation right now because she really has so much energy. I will at least let her start a little bit first before getting her to go to bed. I really do want her to get to bed early enough so that she can wake up early enough for school though, so maybe around like 2 a.m. we're going to get her to go to bed regardless. It is the end of today's episode, so thank you guys so much for watching all the way to this point. If you have, I really appreciate you, and thank you so much for your patience while I got everything up and running again this year. I did promise that videos will come back in January, but it's already mid-February now. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you very much. I'll see you guys next week for my next video. Bye guys!